What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mag. So massive breaking news on the Kieran Trippier front. It looks like he's getting even closer now to being a Newcastle United player, especially if you look at the news that was put out on Twitter by Ben Jacobs. Of course, last night he put out a tweet talking about Trippier and, of course, the deal to Newcastle United, and that tweet will be up on screen now for you to see. It's up to you at the end of the day to believe it, if it's true or not. But Newcastle are now very confident of completing the Kieran Trippier deal. Told he has said some private goodbyes today, and then Nufc and Atletico have reached an agreement. Fee could rise as high as 30 million, but we now know that that is going to be about 15 million euros, 12 million euros plus the add-ons. Personal terms unlikely to be a problem, and no hijack bid to date from Chelsea. Of course, he then went on today to put another tweet in saying officially Kieran Trippier is absent from Atletico Madrid training today because he's not fit. We all know that that means, he's trying not to get injured, of course, because he will be coming across here to do his medical and signing for us. Unofficially, Trippier will be fully fit for the Watford game next week. Of course, then Ben Jacobs as well goes on to talk about Aaron Ramsey as well, who is also heavily linked to Newcastle, even though we haven't put a formal bid in as yet, from what I know of anyway. Correct us if I am wrong down in the comments below. But to add to Ben Jacobs' tweets, there's also Patrick Berger, who has put out a tweet saying Trippier is on the verge to join Newcastle United. The English star, who runs out of contract in 2023, wants to play in the Premier League. Being told the transfer fee is going to be way lower than expected, 15 million euros, so that's 12 million is the transfer fee plus the add-on costs as well. The deal with Atletico Madrid in final stages. Of course, Fabrizio Romano also tweeting something similar to that as well, with him saying Newcastle are confident to complete Kieran Trippier deal in the coming hours. Work in progress also today between the two clubs. And of course, he tweeted something earlier in the day as well, saying about Kieran Trippier not being a training, just like Ben Jacobs did. Of course, we've seen other people as well, like Guillem and Biega, who is very well connected in the La Liga scene. And of course, he is saying something similar as well. Trippier close to leaving, mostly his decision. Newcastle had his go-ahead as far back as November, and fee could be around 13 million, about 12 million plus the add-ons, which takes it up to 15 million. And of course, Simone appreciates him so much that he changed to the title-winning system of 5-3-2 to accommodate, of course, Trippier in the squad. But he wouldn't stop anyone who wants to leave. And, you've got to give respect to Diego Simone for that. Absolutely, hands down, that is what a manager should do. If the player wants to leave, there's no point in trying to hold on to them. It's just going to damage your club moving forward. And, a lot of respect has to go to Simon for that, because that is absolutely, hands down what a manager should do in this situation. There's also other reports as well coming from another outlet as well, saying about the fee being 15 million euros. So it looks as though, if Fabrizio Romano's tweets anything to go by, Kieran Trippier could be a Newcastle United player by maybe tomorrow. I don't want to put a deadline on it, but it does sound like he could be a Newcastle United player by tomorrow, or at least before we have to take on our first opponent of this year, which is, of course, Cambridge in the FA Cup at St James's Park. Of course, if that game does go ahead. But if not, then it would be, of course, the game, as Ben Jacobs mentioned, against Watford, of course, in the league on the 15th. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below about the whole Kieran Trippier saga. Let us know your thoughts about, of course, Aaron Ramsey, Sven Botman, or any of the other players that we've been linked to as well. It's a hell of a window, I've got to say. It's just absolutely crazy to think that we could be on the verge of taking, Kieran Trippier, fullback for Atletico Madrid, who last season, had team of the season, and he's a team of the season player. And, we could be taking a Champions League team's player to a Premier League team who, at this moment in time, are currently 19th in the league. We wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the bad management that had been in previous. But to think, that Kieran Trippier is literally moving from a club that play in the Champions League to a club that, could be relegated if we don't get the right gel of players in early. And of course, Keith Downey said similar, in his tweet. He says it's a big leap of faith by Kieran Trippier to leave a high-flying La Liga side in the Champions League last 16 for one with the threat of relegation to the Championship hanging over them. Yes, he'll be paid handsomely, but it says a lot about his desire to make this move to NUFC. Let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe to 100% Mags, and I'm trying to get to 1K subscribers by the 12th of May. If we can do it, that would be absolutely amazing. Until next time, I'll see you all there, and how well a lot.